Pugilism in the Hollewood Light, live here at Jack Candelaria Community Center, baby, with Willie Villanueva for the Matthew Esquibel fight. And for here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, we got two fighters from the state that are well known. So for me, this is a highly anticipated fight. I mean, we know Willie Villanueva, he just fought October of 2018. I was there, recorded the fight. I seen him come back, knocking out Russ from 6 years. How did that feel in that fight?
The fight, it felt good just to be back in the ring, but I was talking with my coach, and I think I peaked a little too early that fight, which, I still came out with a W, so.
And I seen you, from the time you went pro to 2012, you stayed active. And you was there, you was working on, you didn't have you had blemishes on your record, but you stayed active and you weren't getting knocked out. So, coming back, I seen that you still had carried your skill with you in that fight, and it just knocking off Russ. 6 years, man, in front of the hometown crowd and stuff like that. So for me, I'm here thinking like, dang, Willie went from that, and it was Ricardo, somewhat of making adjustment while you come back. Now you coming back, with Matthew Esquibel, which is kind of relevant still in the game. He's been active a little bit more than you have these last fights. We've seen him hit the canvas a lot, being dropped in his last fights. What do you think about that, and how do you match up with your situation in the ring with Matt?
I think our styles just collide good. I think a lot of times you get those styles that set up for a boring fight, and I think like with one of his fights when he got a draw, I thought that's what it was, just the styles. But I think mine and Matt's style together set up for a good
fight. And that's the way I'm seeing it too. I also see from the last fight to this fight, you have switched camps. Yeah, so what in this camp now has you feel like improved you to be able to go ahead and step with that comfortability and that confidence into this fight with Matt?
Well, now, this camp we brought in Manuel Naya, and now I'm doing 2 days. So everything is just, he helped out a lot, man. I still got the same team. We just brought Manuel along, and we just added to it.
Okay, so we just adding kind of new things, filling new things out, making adjustments to some you didn't feel right when you did in your comeback fight, right? Because the only thing I would say that I was seeing in that fight was probably the patience.
Yeah.
Like you just waiting a little bit more, But for me, I'm looking at 6 years off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that was one of the things that bothered me the most about my last fight is I felt like I was in way too good a shape to fight the way I did. I reserved myself too much, waiting too much, So this fight, but it was getting off that ring rust and.
Yeah, no doubt. I still had a good night. It was still action packed. We still seen your skill out there, and what do you got for the fans? To let them know and leave them with the expectation of what we're gonna see from Willie.
This fight, I know he's trained hard, so I had no choice but to train even harder, and I'm not leaving nothing in the ring. I'm letting it all out.
That's what's up, and it just for me already. I already feel the excitement. I know Matt. I fought him as an amateur. I was there with you as an amateur in the same venues. We sparred when we were younger at the Chavez Malcor gym. So I know both fighters. So this is somewhat exciting to me because I see two hometown fighters coming here and we handling this like men and the warriors we are. So to me, that night, this is what my expectation is on that fight because this is gonna be that action-packed, exciting fight. Everybody is looking up to that. You guys, be there. The Expo Explosion this weekend, baby. It is gonna be exciting. Pugilism in the Hollewood Light here with Villanueva, baby.